It is hot outside. Afternoon. As you can see, I have new bookshelves, which is really exciting because I have always wanted a wall of shelves and I have never been able to afford that. So now I work my ass off and now I can afford the things I want. Still hurts my wallet afterwards. And maybe I cry a little at night. I really should go and get the tripod from my car because it's only about, I don't know, 50 feet away from me, but see, when you vlog, you start to notice how terrible you look, and your self-confidence goes straight down. Yeah, that is definitely sunburn. So we just got back from Cape May again. It was interesting this time, to say the least. The really cool thing is that on the second day that we had gone to the beach, the first day was really bad. It just was all around bad. People were rude. There just wasn't, the whole day was bad. I can't even go into details. But on the second day, it was much better. We found a different entrance to the beach that was much more handicap accessible. People were polite. They waited for you to pass on the ramp instead of trying to clog up the whole way and push your stuff around. And what was really neat, and I'll include a clip of it, is that we like to take Trad down into the water, but we hold him up, ourselves. And for my dad and my brother, that can be really exhausting for the both of them. And this woman came over, this really nice young woman, came over and she asked if he would like a chair to sit in so he could sit down and enjoy the waves. Because we can't necessarily do that with the all-terrain wheelchair we have because it'll just float away. So she was very kind enough to offer that. So she gave us her chair, but it was a little too shallow. It was a really far drop, so it was really hard for Dad to lower Trav down. So then an older couple saw what had happened, so they came over and they offered their chair, and everyone was just enjoying how much Trav was enjoying the water. Like, his giggles were making everybody smile. We were rushing a little bit because we didn't want them to not have a chair, but they kept telling us don't worry about it. They were just really happy to see that he was enjoying his time on the beach. And it was really nice too because the older gentleman had, came up and was talking to my dad and was rubbing his back, and it was just really, it was really nice because when people in the community acknowledge Trav's presence and they care about his enjoyment, it makes it a lot more enjoyable for the rest of us too, because when you go anywhere in public, number one, you don't always feel welcomed as a person with a disability or a family dealing with disability. So, and oftentimes people can have attitudes around you that make it very apparent that you're not welcome there and that you're ruining their time. So there's always a little bit of apprehension anytime you do anything in public or you try to enjoy the things that everybody else enjoys, like going to the beach, which shouldn't be a problem, but believe me, it is. So when people did that, it helped us to relax and enjoy it a lot more because we didn't feel like we were burdening anyone. Not that we believe that this life is a burden. It's just that other people make us feel that way a lot of times. So big shout out to those people, the older couple and the young woman and her family. Thank you so much for making that time really fun for us and caring about how to make it easier for us. The older woman was giving us all the knowledge that she knows about Cape May and accessibility and how to make our next trip so much easier, which is so kind, and she didn't have to do that. The fact that the people there went out of their way to stop what they were doing to try to make it easier for us, not just today, but the day after and any other time we go down, that's really cool, and that's how it should be. Nice people. Trav had a good time, and that's really, again, at the end of the day, that's all I care about. Other than that, I have 3 new bookshelves that I built. Well, Kristen helped me build 2, and then I built this one all on my own. Hello, cute guy. Yes, you. I love you. I know it's uncomfortable in here. I'm getting new bookcases, so this is all the stuff that was on these bookcases, and I'm gonna have a whole wall of bookcases now. So I'm excited, but right now we're like squashed in this little space. And now I can do fun decorative things, like this is my bird shelf. And in case you couldn't tell by my username and everything else I do in my life, I really freaking like birds. So I have the bluebird effect, my bird guides, and my bird postcards. They're more like note cards to memorize birds. A woodpecker. How do I do this? How do I do this? I forget how to do this. I've got my Stokes Guide to Birds, Natural Anatomy, blah blah blah. I like birds.